This is curing weather. Cue the music. Hello and welcome to today's video. My name's Finn and we're here today to teach you how to use our pastrami curing pack to make your own homemade pastrami. With the Angus Oink pastrami curing packs you get everything you need to make pastrami at home all within the pack. We're going to open this up in just 1 minute and we'll show you everything that it contains and how you're going to use it to make amazing pastrami at home. When we're making pastrami, it's very traditional to use the flat of the brisket. So we have our very own flat of brisket right here, and as you can see it's beautifully lean. There's no fat on this side and a little bit here which we're going to trim right down and make sure there's minimal fat on the surface here, so we've got the best flavour through the curing process possible. This being brisket, UK beef brisket, it comes from this part of the animal. So we're going to take the flat, which is down at the bottom away from the point end, so it should have a nice even thickness. As you can see here, we've got about 2 inches thick brisket. We've chose to use the flat of the brisket because it's lean and it's a cheaper cut and it's the best thing to use for traditional pastrami. We picked up from our local butchers, which is always the best way to go. You always want to find it local because they're going to help you. You go into the butchers, you can speak to the guys behind the counter and they will help you find exactly what you're looking for. So you're going to need a little bit of equipment at home to get this recipe going. We're going to need a tray to get the mix in and to curing. You're going to need yourselves a set of scales, something real simple at home, doesn't need to be fancy, and a little dish to measure out your cure. You'll also need a chopping board and a cold knife. It's essential. So now I'm going to run you through what comes in your A&O pack. Look at that. Ready to go. So in the bottom of every pack, you're going to get your recipe card. This is your how-to guide. It has everything you need to know, step by step, to get this curing process underway. So including your pack, you've got the 300-gram pack of your cure. Now this is your New York style deli pastrami curing mix. That's going to be essential for the first stage. We also have pastrami heavy New York rub. In the pack we've got 2 reusable bags and 2 reusable gloves to help you get this done clean as possible. One of the most crucial parts of the curing process when it comes to making your own pastrami is to get the curing amounts bang on. So we use our cure at 5% meat weight ratio. So to work out your 5% you need to weigh your brisket. So we've already weighed our brisket. We've got a 1.26 kilo brisket, so we're going to be using 63 grams of our cure to make sure this gets cured. Look at that, beautiful. Good quality, proper UK beef. One of the beautiful parts of using UK beef compared to your American beef is it is already quite a lean cut. So our first step here is we're going to trim a little bit of the fat on top of this flat here. So there we go, we've trimmed down our brisket, we're ready to get the cure underway. So now it's time to weigh out our cure. Beautiful. So we're looking for 63 grams to match the weight of our brisket. Perfect, there we go, we've got our 63 grams of cure. The beautiful thing is, depending on the size of meat that you're going to be curing for your pastrami, you get quite a lot in your 300 gram pack. So we're using 63 grams for this piece of brisket, so we're going to get a few uses out of it. Next stage, time to get cool. $63 grams isn't a lot of cure. But what we're going to do is try and get a nice even coating all over our brisket. Flip it over, exact same on the other side. Remember when you're applying your cure to try and cover every single inch of the meat. You don't want to leave any little spots, you've got all this to use, get it all covered. Don't be shy. And we're going to continuously massage this into the meat to try and get complete penetration. So there we go, we've got the meat nice and covered in the cure now, we're ready to get it packed up. Get it in there, nice. Now, don't be shy. All this spare cure, get it in there. Don't let any of it go to waste. One of the things we like to do is we like to vacuum pack it. If you have that available to you, it's great to use, perfect. Vacuum packing takes all the air, all the oxygen out, so you get the best results at the end of your curing process. But we're going to use the bag that's included in the pack today to show you exactly how you're going to use it when you're at home. Try and get it sealed nicely. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Look at that. Beautiful. Now that we've got our brisket curing in the packaging, it's time to set it aside and let the salts do their magic. We follow a rule when we're making our pastrami. We're curing for 1 day per inch of thickness plus 1 day on top. So we've got a 2-inch brisket here. We're going to cure this for 3 days. You will notice a lot of fluid will come out of your meat. That's perfectly normal and that's exactly what we want to happen. If you want to take your curing process to the next level and use vacuum packing, check out www.angusoinoink.com where we have all the vacuum packing to fit your needs. When we're home curing, there's only one thing that sucks, and that's the waiting. Check this out. See what we did there? Look at this. Now it's time to head inside. We're going to wash the cure off and get this ready for the smoker. Let's go. So now we've washed off the cure, you'll notice the meat's a good bit firmer than it was before it went into cure. And now you'll see how it's affected the fat here. And it's quite easy to take the fat off now if you wanted to trim it down a little bit more. We've got the pastrami cure washed off. Now we're going to put some rub on it before it hits the smoker. We've got our New York heavy, the land of bagels and coffee. We've got our pastrami rub. There's a lot of pepper in here and we want that to come through. I like my pepper. Gold dust. Let's get this baby on the smoker. So we've set up our Kamado Joe Classic 3 here. We've got the water pan in, we've got some beautiful hickory chunks on top of our lumpwood charcoal. Now we're going to set the pastrami on. We're going to sit just at the back there. We've given the water pan a chance to heat up, get the steam generating, so this is going to cook perfectly. So we've got this burning at just under 300 degrees Fahrenheit. With the steam, that's about perfect for the pastrami. These Kamados, ceramic grills, they hold the heat so well. We love them. Guess what? We've just got a big shipment in. Check it out on the website. This has only been on the smoker for an hour tops, but let's have a peek. Oh. Oh. I'm seriously excited about this. So we've got the pastrami out the smoker now. The smoker has been working at about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. We've taken it to an internal temperature of about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's nice and tender, it's cooked through, and we're going to get lovely slices of it. You can have this as a cold cut, but we're hungry and this smells incredible, so we're going to wire in right now. So we're going to start here. Look. I'm not being over dramatic here, but that is hands down the best pastrami I've ever eaten. If you give this a shot at home and you want to share your photos with us, put it on our Facebook page. We'd love to see how yours comes out as well. Any nice twists you've got on them, can't wait to see them. So yeah, happy pastrami making. Until next time, take it easy. Wow, that is fucking exceptional.
Action.
Hello and welcome to today's.
But if you gotta be sick. You gotta be sick.
Again.